Feeling anxious all the time? You're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, anxiety has become the silent companion nobody asked for. But here's the kicker, it doesn't have to stay that way. Most people think managing anxiety requires fancy treatments or a complete life overhaul. But what if I told you that some of the best solutions are actually simple, practical techniques you can start using today? Yep, no gimmicks, just real tools to help you feel more in control. Imagine waking up without that heavy knot in your chest or racing thoughts that won't quit. Picture yourself going through the day with a calm, steady mind, no matter what life throws your way. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it's not. You've probably heard people say, just breathe or go for a walk, like it's magic advice, and maybe rolled your eyes, but there's actual science backing these methods up. And here's the best part, they're free, easy, and can be done anywhere. But here's the thing, most people don't use these techniques the right way or simply don't know how to start. That's where I come in. In this video, we're diving into the exact steps you can take to reduce anxiety, improve your overall health, and start living the balanced, stress-free life you deserve. Stick with me because I'll be breaking it all down in a way that's easy to follow and actually fun to try out. Ready to take back control? Let's jump in. Breathing exercises. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel after a few deep breaths? It's not just in your head, breathing deeply has the power to instantly calm your nervous system. The simple act of inhaling deeply and exhaling slowly can trick your body into shifting from fight or flight mode to a more peaceful, relaxed state. Just take a moment, close your eyes, and breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and then exhale for 6. It's like hitting the reset button on your stress levels. You might think deep breathing is just a gimmick, but it actually works. When you practice breathing exercises, you're telling your body that it's safe to relax. This can be especially helpful when you're feeling anxious or overwhelmed. Try doing this at work, during a stressful conversation, or even before bed to calm your mind and prepare your body for restful sleep. In a world that's constantly on the go, giving yourself a break to focus on your breath can be a game changer for your overall well-being. Don't just take my word for it, research backs up the power of deep breathing. Studies show that when you breathe deeply, it stimulates the vagus nerve, which helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, also known as the rest and digest system. It's a natural stress reducer. For those of us living a fast-paced, sometimes overwhelming lifestyle, integrating breathing exercises into your daily routine could be the missing link to better mental health. Now, imagine combining breathing exercises with something like mindfulness or meditation. It's like the dynamic duo of anxiety management. You might be thinking, how do I even start meditating? Well, that's coming up next. But before we dive into that, why not take a few moments right now to try those deep breaths? See how you feel, and notice the shift. Sometimes, it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference. Mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness isn't some new age trend, it's an ancient practice that's been used for thousands of years, and for good reason. It's all about staying present in the moment, without getting lost in the constant chatter of your mind. We live in a world that's always pulling us in a million directions, and it's easy to get caught up in worries about the past or future. But mindfulness can help you hit the pause button and just be here, right now. Try focusing on your breath, noticing the sensations in your body, or simply observing the world around you, no judgments, no rush. The great thing about mindfulness is that it's something you can practice anywhere, anytime. Whether you're commuting to work, standing in line at the grocery store, or even in the middle of a heated conversation, you can center yourself and bring your attention to the present. Start small, just a few minutes a day, and gradually increase the time as you feel more comfortable. Trust me, it doesn't take long before you start noticing the benefits, like reduced anxiety and a greater sense of peace. Meditation takes mindfulness a step further. It's like the gym for your mind. You don't need fancy equipment or an app, though there are some great ones out there. Just find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus your attention on your breath, a mantra, or even just the sensations in your body. The goal isn't to stop your thoughts, trust me, that's impossible, it's to observe them without getting caught up in them. And over time, you'll find it gets easier to just let things go instead of dwelling on them. Imagine having the power to pause, reset, and regain control in those moments when anxiety starts to creep in. The best part is, it doesn't have to take much time or effort. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes to tap into that calm whenever you need it. It's kind of like giving your mind a mini vacation. And once you've mastered mindfulness and meditation, you'll start to notice how much easier it is to deal with stress, especially when paired with something like deep breathing. So, how about making it a part of your daily routine? There's more to come, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Progressive muscle relaxation. Ever felt like your body's carrying the weight of the world? Sometimes, we don't even realize how much tension we're holding until we take a moment to tune in. That's where progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, comes in. It's a simple yet powerful technique where you tense and then relax different muscle groups, one at a time. Start at your toes, curl them tightly for a few seconds, then let go. Slowly work your way up, hitting every part of your body. It's like giving yourself a full body reset without needing a massage. Here's how it works: by deliberately tensing and relaxing your muscles, you're teaching your body to recognize what relaxation actually feels like. This can be a game changer, especially if you're someone who deals with chronic stress or anxiety. PMR not only helps release physical tension but also trains your mind to slow down and focus on the moment. Plus, it's super flexible. You can do it lying in bed, sitting at your desk, or even during a quick break at work. Think of it as a mini spa session for your mind and body. For example, if you're lying in bed struggling to fall asleep, start with your feet. Tense them for 5 seconds, then relax. Move to your calves, thighs, stomach, and so on, all the way up to your neck and face. By the time you're done, you'll feel lighter, calmer, and more at ease. It's especially helpful for improving sleep quality and reducing the physical symptoms of stress, like headaches or a tight jaw. Now, imagine combining PMR with some mindfulness or breathing exercises. Talk about a stress-busting combo. Once you get the hang of this practice, it becomes second nature. And let's be real, life's too short to spend it all tense and wound up. But there's one more piece to this relaxation puzzle: creating a routine that supports your mental and physical well-being. Ready to dive into that next? Let's go! Establishing a routine. Ever feel like your life's a chaotic mess, with no rhyme or reason to your days? You're not alone. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools to combat anxiety and stress is establishing a solid daily routine. Think of it as your personal roadmap. It gives you structure, stability, and a sense of control. When you wake up knowing what to expect from your day, it's like cutting through the mental clutter that often fuels anxiety. Start small, wake up at the same time every day, plan your meals, and set aside time for exercise and relaxation. Creating a routine doesn't have to be boring or rigid. In fact, the best routines are flexible enough to fit your lifestyle but consistent enough to keep you grounded. For example, you could start your morning with a glass of water and a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then, set priorities for the day: work, exercise, family time, and, of course, moments of self-care. Even carving out 10 minutes for mindfulness or journaling can make a huge difference. The trick is to find what works for you and stick with it. A well-planned routine can also help you develop healthier habits over time. Want to improve your sleep? Create a bedtime ritual that includes winding down with a book or meditation. Struggling to stay active? Schedule a daily walk or stretch session. When these habits become second nature, you'll find yourself with more energy, less stress, and a greater sense of balance. Plus, routines make it easier to focus on what truly matters, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing your passions. The beauty of having a routine is that it supports every other anxiety management technique we've talked about so far. Breathing exercises, mindfulness, and muscle relaxation all fit perfectly into a well-structured day. Once your routine becomes a part of who you are, it creates a foundation for a healthier, happier life. And speaking of building healthy habits, let's talk about the one thing that ties it all together, physical activity. Stay with me, because this one's a game changer. Physical activity. Let's be honest, getting moving can feel like a chore sometimes. But here's the thing, physical activity is one of the most underrated tools for improving both mental and physical health. When you move your body, even if it's just a short walk or some light stretching, you're not only burning calories but also releasing endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that instantly boost your mood. Think of it as nature's antidepressant, with zero side effects. And don't worry, you don't have to hit the gym every day to reap the benefits. Start with something simple and fun. Take a 15-minute stroll around your neighborhood, dance to your favorite playlist in the kitchen, or try a beginner's yoga video online. The key is consistency, not perfection. Small, regular doses of physical activity can do wonders for your well-being, helping you manage stress, improve sleep, and even support your immune system. It's about making movement a natural part of your day, like parking a little farther from the store or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Physical activity doesn't just keep your body in shape, it's a major player in reducing anxiety and improving overall quality of life. Research shows that regular exercise can lower cortisol levels, a stress hormone, and help your brain produce more serotonin, which improves mood and promotes emotional balance. Plus, it's a fantastic way to take a break from daily worries. When you're focused on a brisk walk or lifting weights, it's hard to dwell on anxious thoughts. The best part? Physical activity pairs perfectly with everything we've covered so far. Picture this, after a mindful walk in the morning, you use some deep breathing exercises to cool down and finish with a quick PMR session. It's all about building momentum and finding what works for you. And once you've got that momentum going, you're well on your way to creating a healthier, happier version of yourself. But wait, before we wrap it all up, let's talk about how to tie these strategies together for maximum impact. So, what are you waiting for? Anxiety doesn't have to run your life, it's time to flip the script. You now have a toolkit filled with practical techniques, deep breathing, mindfulness, progressive muscle relaxation, a solid routine, and physical activity. The question is, are you ready to put them into action? Imagine how much better you'll feel when you start taking these small but powerful steps every day. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Think about it, what's one thing you can do today to make a change? Will you take 5 minutes to breathe deeply, or maybe go for a short walk? The power is in your hands, and the results are yours to claim. Anxiety thrives on inaction, but every little step you take weakens its hold. You've got this. And remember, consistency is key. Keep showing up for yourself, even on the tough days. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on more tips to boost your well-being. Share it with someone you know who might need a little extra support too. Together, we can build healthier, happier lives, one step at a time. So, are you ready to make the change? Let's keep this journey going.